Hello, viewers. Welcome to the class for today. Today, we're going to be looking at grade 8 math, which is on equation of a straight line. We're going to be finding the gradients and the y-intercept of these three lines, and also we're going to be finding the equation of the three lines from the given graph. It's an assignment that I give to my students. When she joins the class, we're going to look at a solution. Also, we're going to be looking at grade 5 math, which involves finding the surface area and volume of 3D shapes. This is a triangular prism and this is a cylinder. During the last lesson, we looked at cuboid and so on. And even we're going to look at more as we meet today. Meanwhile, you can subscribe to this channel for updates on our future videos. You can see shortly. Thank you. So they're going to join right now. Let's see. How are you today? How are you today? How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, you're welcome to class for today. Please send me your assignment.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so we'll continue shortly after getting there. So this is the page you submitted.
Yes.
Let's look at the solution together. Then we will now see for the first graph. Let's see. Got this for number one. Oh, that's too small. For number one, we're gonna pick 2 points. You can pick any 2 points. So I pick this point at the top here, and this point on the line, or I could even pick this one, to get my kind of triangle, which I'm going to rotate to the left. They used to form a kind of triangle with those points, right? To be able
Yeah.
to pick up your point, but it's not compulsory you draw it there. So if this is it, then if I want to pick the points for the first one, for the second point A, I have 2 comma 8. Then for the first point at the bottom, yeah, I have minus 1 comma 2. So I'm going to have gradient equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and I know my um, y2 is here and x2, while y1 x1. So 8 minus 2, get that up here, over 2 minus minus 1. 2 minus minus 1. 8 minus 2 is 6. 2 minus minus 1 is 3. There we have gradient to be 2. So the equation will be y equals to 2x plus the intercept. The intercept is 4 at this point. 4. So that's the y-intercept is here. So that'll be 2x plus 4, and that settles the first one. Let me see. The first one, you got minus 2 something, right? Right? Can you hear me? What did you get for the first one?
Minus two. Minus two.
The equation.
Oh wait, first one. Oh, that is.
Minus 2x plus
What do you mean equation?
equation. Don't you see my equation here? Where is my equation again?
Yeah, I got y equals to minus 2x plus 2.
So, but do you understand my explanation?
No.
Okay, let me quickly explain again. That's why I could see you carrying maybe a cup of water, a cup of drink when I was explaining. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Mm.
It means you were not even you were hearing me, but your mind was not there. So let me try to explain quickly. Okay.
Yeah.
But wait, before I explain again, okay, let me explain because I'm considering this thing from hanging or something. So I said you could pick any 2 points. So the points I picked are this point at the top, which is 2 comma 8, and this point at the bottom, which is minus 1 comma 2. Can you see the point, the coordinates?
Yes.
Okay. Now y2 minus y1, that is the gradient. Y2 minus y1 over x minus x1. So my y2 is what? 8. My y1 is what? 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6. Can you see this?
Yes.
Then my x2 is what? 2. And my x1 is what? Minus 1. So 2 minus minus 1 gives us 3. Then you divide, you get 2. Then the intercept is 4, and that gives us the equation. Exactly. Because the equation is mx plus c, and m is 2. Exactly now.
Yes.
Okay, put down the solution to this first one before we continue.
Okay.
All right, viewers, we're going to continue shortly. So, like I said, I have chosen my own coordinates, which are these coordinates. The first coordinate here, the second coordinate on the line. And I arrived at this equation. So what are your own coordinates? What are the two coordinates you picked on the line? Let's work with that and see if we get the same thing. Yes, on the line one on the graph one. Which points did you pick? Okay, let me check it from your graph. What are how many points did you picked this,
I
right?
picked negative
Wait.
2,
Negative 2 and 0, right?
0. Yeah.
Then okay, you picked my 8 comma 2 as well, right? I mean
No, I
2
picked
2 comma 8,
2 comma 8.
2 comma 8. So 2 comma 8. Let me so that if we get the same thing, then you are going to understand better. So 2 comma 8, then negative 2 comma 0. That's okay. So let's go back to my own page. So we say, or please concentrate. We say, or
Yeah.
when we say m equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So you picked this same 2 comma 8, but you picked this one, which is ideal, negative 2 comma 0. So let's see what went wrong there. Y2 now is still 8, but Y1 is 0. So 8, uh, then X2 is
Yeah.
still 2, while X1 is minus 2, right? So 2
Yes.
minus minus 2, that'll be 8 over 4, which is 2. Did you see anything wrong with your calculation there? So Y equal to mx plus c, that'll be 2x plus the intercept remains the same no matter what coordinates you pick the intercept. So the intercept is y-intercept. Is that clear?
Yes.
Can you see we arrived at the same equation, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
what was now wrong with your own that you got negative 2x intercept plus 2 or something? But okay, quickly put down that second explanation, okay?
Second one. Which second one?
The one in blue handwriting. Okay, so very quickly, let's look at the second one and see. But for the second one, I'm going to
Okay.
start with your own point also. So, what are the coordinates you chose?
and I chose 0.5 and
Wait,
1
0 comma
comma
what?
2, 2,
0 comma 2.
2.
Is there a way we could ever choose 0 comma 2? Okay, 0 comma 2, yeah, I've seen it. I was looking at the
Then
x-axis.
1.5.
1 comma 5. Can I say there's something wrong with what you've chosen? But it should still give us the same thing. But in case of if it's an exam, don't choose points that doesn't give you that are not well spaced out on the line. Okay, what do I mean? I'm going to show you now. This is what you've chosen. This triangle, right?
Yes.
Aha. Let me try
Yes.
again now. Let me try again. Let me try. Just want to show you what I meant when I said don't choose. So this is what you've chosen, and it looks so small compared to if you had chosen this particular one. Let me turn it. Okay. Let's say if you had chosen this bigger one, but then, yeah, if you look at the bigger one, you would see. Can you see the bigger shape now?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay. So, what are the coordinates of the bigger one? You have 2 comma
And
8 and what? Minus 1 comma minus 1, right? And the smaller one you
yes.
chose, what are the coordinates? 1 comma 5 here and what? 0 comma 2. Please concentrate. M equal to I'm finding M in two ways, okay? So for the first one, which is your own, y2 minus y1. What's your y2? Y2 is 5 minus your y1 is 2. Okay? I'm not looking at the
Yes.
screen. Look at the screen, so if I make any mistake, you can say, oh, this, because I don't know what you're doing there. Now, your x2 is 1, then minus 0. So this is going to be 3 over 1, right? Which is 3. Exactly.
Yes.
What will be the equation? Y equal to 3x. The intercept, where did the graph cut y-axis? That's at 2. So 3x plus 2. Now, if I use the second one, let's say or, what's the y2? That's 8 minus, what's the y1? Minus 1, okay? Over, what is the x2? That is 2. What is the x1? Minus 1, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the one at the top gives me 9, the one at the bottom gives me 3, and I got 3 also. So y equals to 3x plus 2. So no matter which points you have chosen, you are bound to get the same, you're bound to get the same. So 3x, you got 3x, but what did you say? You said plus what? Plus 1 or
Plus
plus,
1.
which is not, that means your slope is intact for this one. Is to get like half mark.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but nevertheless, write down the two explanations. Okay. Exactly. Exactly. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Write it down. Write down the two solutions.
Okay.
All right, viewers. We'll continue shortly. There. Did you find the last one easier to do?
Last one.
This
Which last one? The second question.
which second question? I mean
You said that
the
find
last question, the last. I gave you three questions. We've done two. So the last one,
uh,
did you find it easier to do
I did all of them the same way.
the same way? Okay.
Mm.
But why the graphs the same way? You can see this one is rising, right? This also is rising, right? As in going
Yes.
from bottom to the top if you move from left to right. But this one, is it rising? Look at it. Look at this.
Yes.
Is it rising?
No.
Aha, it's falling because you have to turn this around. You're not
Mm.
looking at what I'm showing you. You have to turn this around, okay, for it to. So if you
Yes.
move from left to right, that means it's gonna fall. So you do it the same way, but you are prone to get a negative answer. So what are the coordinates you used?
I used um I used 0,4
Zero comma
and
4. Wait, 0,4. Okay, fine. And what?
negative 1,6.
Negative 1,6. Again, that's just too tiny. But then we can use it. It's just a too tiny, kind of too tiny triangle. But if I would use, I could use something like this, at least a little bit bigger. Okay.
Yes.
So again, we're going to try to use the same. So without writing on the graph, I'm just going to identify the coordinates. So m equal to, then m equal to. Please concentrate so that if I pick a wrong point, you also will be able to say, no, that's wrong. So for the first one, your own, y2 is um, 4 minus y1 is 6, okay?
Okay.
X2 is 0, then minus x1 is minus 1, so 0 minus minus 1. 4 minus 6 is what?
And minus 2.
Minus 2. 0 minus minus 1 is what?
1.
So the gradient is minus 2. Then we have y equal to minus 2x plus 4 because 4 is the intercept where the graph cuts the line. Now for the second one, which is my own point, I have my y2 to be 2. That's 2 because at the bottom here. And my y1 to be, wait, let me see. Here's my second point, my first point. My y1 is 8. So 2 minus 8, okay?
Okay.
Y1 at the top. You see. Then my x2 is 1. Then minus. My x1 is minus 2, which is here. So minus minus 2. What is 2 minus 8?
Minus 6.
And what is
Oh
1?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, minus 6.
What is 1 minus minus 2?
3.
3. So what's the answer?
Negative 2.
Again, y equals to what? Minus 2x plus 4, right?
Yes.
So let's see. That's not there again. Though you got your minus 2, which is quite all right, but it's the gradient, it's the intercept. You should always know that this is intercept, okay?
Okay.
When the line cuts the axis. So, hmm, quickly put down these two solutions. Then I will ask your brother to come over. I will just send your own homework straight away. Let me see. we can do with this first page. Hold on, I'm trying to. Okay, let's see. Since you've written this one, I can move it. Then now you can write this one, okay?
Okay.
All right, viewers, we're going to continue shortly. Thanks for watching. Yeah, how are you?
Good.
All right, please send me your assignment.
Okay.
So I'm going to get the assignment, then we're going to continue shortly. After getting the assignment, yeah, they say triangular prism, and we have to get the base area, times the slant height. But the base area, the base is not really the one standing on the floor, which is but this triangle because he has to. So we now say that would be, and the volume of it, the area of that triangle is half base times height. So half of the base times height, then times that length, and that length is 2. So we have half times the base and the height are the same, which is 5 and 5. Then the length is 2. So we now have 2 cancel 2. Then 5 times 5 is what? 25 cm cube. Did you get 25 cm cube?
Mm, 23. Wait, no. No,
No.
I did not get 25, sir.
Okay. Oh, you only multiplied all of the figures. No. Just take note of that. What you need to do next time, once it's a triangular prism, get the uh, get the base area, which is that of the triangle, okay?
Okay.
Then multiply by how long, how thick the whole thing is. The other time I think I explained about what that means. Like if you have a shape, you have a triangle here, you have another one. Let's assume there's no gap between them, but it's just like being repeatedly long, and let me try and see if I can, like, you double it, you know make it thicker, so the length actually is going to be something like this to form a sort of a triangular prism, okay?
Okay.
So the length we are considering is how long this place is at the base there. So when you find the area of the first one and multiply by how long the whole thing is, then you'll be able to get the total volume. Okay.
Mm.
Quickly put this first part down, then we'll continue. Okay. Exactly. Write this one
Yeah.
down. Yeah, that's the first solution. There
Okay.
is to find the surface area. To find the what?
Mm.
To find the what?
Find the surface area.
Area. So how do we do that? We're going to find all of the area, all of the faces, okay?
Right. Yeah.
Because how many faces can you count? There is one face here, okay?
Okay.
And there is another face, facing us here. That's the second one. Then there is another one at the other end, which is around this place. Third one, there's one at the base and there's one at the back. So one, two, three, four. That's four surfaces. One, two, three.
Okay.
Wait, one, two, three, four, five. Like five surfaces. Okay, hold on. I need to change something on the power supply. Like two triangles. A triangle is half base times height. Then we can just say, since there are two, half plus half is 1. Then we have base times height for the triangle, which is 5 times 5 times 5, plus the other three surfaces. One surface is this left side, which is 2 by 5. That's 2 times 5. Are you following this?
Yes.
Then one surface is at the bottom, which is 5 by 2 also, 5 times 2. And one surface is at the other end here, which is 7.1 by 2. 7.1 times 2. Now, what is 5 times 5? What is 2 times
25.
5? Then
What's it?
5 times
10.
2. Then
10.
7.1 times 2.
No, 14.2.
0.2. So this is what we're going to add together. 10 plus 10, 20 plus 25, 45 plus 10, 55 plus 4, 59. So what's the answer?
59.2.
Cm squared. So again, did you get 59.2?
No,
You didn't get
I
it.
got 84.2.
No. And you got your formula. You said half base time side, half base time side. I combined the two. Then the
Yeah, yeah, I just thought I did 5 times 5 two times instead of once.
okay, and that means you should have used the half for the first one, half for the second one, right?
Yeah.
So just like saying 25 over 2 plus 25 over 2, that will be 25 over 4 something, but that's just it. So 25 plus 20, that will be 50 over 2, okay? And that will be
Okay.
25, and we use 25. Okay, quickly put this one down, the second solution.
Okay.
And then we're going to continue from there. Next shape, which is a cylinder. What's the formula for finding volume of a cylinder?
No. Okay.
Yes, what's the formula for the volume of a cylinder?
No. Right, hold on. Let me check.
Okay,
I wrote it down.
okay.
Uh, volume equals pi radius square height
R square H.
h.
So, yeah, what is a pi?
22/7.
Okay. What is the radius? Diameter over 2. So you're given diameter to
40.
be 2, right?
Yeah.
Hope you did not use 14.
14. No, I didn't use 14.
Okay. So
I used
diameter is 2, right?
yeah.
So half of diameter is 1. So pi times 1, then times the height. So what are we supposed to do here? That's 22 times 6, because 1 and 1 doesn't make any meaning there. So 22 times what? 6 divided by 7.
6.
So what is 22 times 6? 20 times 6 is what?
Let me see. 120.
20. And 2 times 6 is what? 12.
Uh, it's 12.
So 22 times 6 is 132. So we say
Okay.
132 divided by 7. How many 7 goes in 13?
No, 1.
1, remainder 6. How many 7 goes in 62? That's 8,
18.
which is
8.
56. Whatever it remains, then we get something around 18.85 and so on. So we can leave it this way, cm cube. Okay, cubic inches, because that's the cubic inches. So what did you get for your volume? You didn't get the right thing because you did not use the right radius. You used, I don't know where you got 7 over 2 from.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got all this from. So take note of that. Quickly write down the solution to that one.
Okay.
We have the surface area equal to 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, okay?
Okay.
And you will see that 2 pi r is common into r plus h. So that is 2 times 22 over 7 times 1, which is the radius, into 1 plus the height. So 2 times 22 is 44 over 7, then times the 1 plus 6 is what? 7. Then you cancel 7, right? What is the answer? What is the answer? 44
44 inches
square
square.
inches. Yeah. All right, put down the solution and send me all your solution. Okay,
Okay.
put down the solution. Send me all. All right, so we'll continue shortly.